Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2300 Arena as Battleground Championship Wrestling presents a tribute to the Extreme! Ladies and gentlemen, your doctors in attendance this evening, Dr. Kelly Lopez and Dr. Desmond Jacob. Before we begin this evening's event, I'd like you to all stand for a 10-bell salute in honor of two gentlemen who passed away recently, who were very important to the original ECW, because they were ringside photographers who helped the world find out what you all discovered here in Philly. So, a 10-bell salute for Blackjack Brown and for Bob Loren. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to get extreme? I can sum this up in 2 words. Welcome home.
As we welcome you into the famed ECW Arena, Swan and Gertner Street, South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My name is Joe Dombrowski, welcoming you officially into the Battleground. We are sold out, not another seat to be had. And kicking it off with a man that calls it right down the middle, Daddy, Mr. Bill Alfonso.
In the ring this time, the manager of champions, the man who calls it right down the middle, Mr. Bill Alfonso.
Hey, I have a lot to say, but I kind of lost my voice. I got time and time, so I'm going to make it short. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks everybody all these years for supporting ECW. What? And I got one extreme was what anybody wanted. I was going to put that fat on that I used to bang years ago, but okay, I'm going to do it. One of the reasons I'm here tonight, I want to introduce a really good friend of mine that I made an announcement. And if it wasn't for him, we all wouldn't be here. There'd be no ECW, there'd be no Sandman, there'd be no Funk. So, my friend's got a big announcement today, so I'm going to bring my friend out here, Todd Gordon.
Founder of Eastern Championship Wrestling way back in the day, Todd Gordon, the man who had the vision, who started this company from scratch some 20 years, some 30 years ago, excuse me. Imagine the emotions going through that man's heart and mind. Back in this ring, in this building, where so many memories are coming alive throughout the night.
I'm here tonight to make an announcement. That announcement is that this summer in July, I've written a book that's going to be published, and it's going to tell all the stories you never heard. It's going to tell the true stories that have been lied about for the last 20 years about me leaving ECW. It's going to blow the roof off a lot of people's minds. And there's plenty of good stories about him, Sandman, the road, the rats, the drugs. Nothing's held back. It's all going to be in it. The name of the book, Todd is God. July 25th. Mark my words, it's gonna blow your mind. Anyway, thank you all for the opportunity. I appreciate it. Love every one of you. Thank you.
Todd has got the book coming this July and a like welcome.
You have thought many times that I never remember you pinning me for a 3 count.
Never did 500 matches, never once pinned you.
Anything can happen in the arena.
I'm gonna make it short that I'm gonna lay down for you and let you give me the 3 count. We're gonna run in here. Come and give me the 3 count, Daddy. Come on, Todd. You've been dreaming about being Bill Alfonso for years, Daddy. So come on and pin me. I owe you, Todd. Come on and pin me, Daddy. Okay, lay down for the count, sir.
Something that Todd Gordon has wanted to do for over 25 years. Todd Gordon. Well, wait a minute! Fonzie kicked out! What a jerk. Well, let's let bygones be bygones, I suppose. Oh, Todd Gordon knocked Fonzie down! And Fonzie doesn't have a choice this time. Todd Gordon finally pins Bill Alfonso. You never thought you'd see it.
Todd Gordon!
Was that an official match now? Why not? One last moment of triumph.
Are you guys ready for a hell of a show?
From the man that jump-started all of this. Oh, wait a minute, this is not part of the festivities here this evening.
Making his way early this time from Long Island, New York. He is always ready, Matt Cardona.
Well, Bill Alfonso and Todd Gordon were not ready for Matt Cardona. I hope he doesn't do anything to besmirch a couple of great extreme legends. Cardona has made a lot of very, let's say, exaggerated comments about his standing in the world of extreme. Matt Cardona fashioned himself as a true extreme legend and a true ECW original. By the way, he competed on that other schlock that was on the Sci-Fi Channel, not what was in this building week in and week out. Matt Cardona never got the authentic, pure, extreme experience. But it may be on the way to him tonight. Cardona has a replica championship, certainly synonymous with everything ECW stood for. And tonight, this tribute to Extreme, Matt Cardona feels he himself is the most extreme man in the building. Cardona's moment of reckoning may be on the way. That's about as close to ECW as Cardona ever got, admiring his reflection in the title belt.
Talking yet. I don't even start talking yet. get to call the shots because I want to squash Bully first and get the fuck out of Philadelphia.
You sold this place out.
Show me some respect. You know who I am? I am the heart and soul superhero of ECW. I am an ECW original.
Come on.
I retired Tommy Dreamer. And most importantly, I am the real ECW World Champion. And this title represents the past. Shut your mouth. Show me some respect. Everything that is wrong with ECW. I am the new face of ECW. I represent Extreme. I am the Deathmatch King. All your favorites are old, washed up, arrested, or dead. And as far as I'm concerned, this version of the ECW Championship is dead. I am proud to be the Deathmatch King. I am proud to be an ECW original, and I am proud to be the real ECW World Heavyweight Champion.
Completely classless all the way around. Oh. That title belt belongs in a pawn shop somewhere. Will the lights go out on Cardona in more ways than one? The man that has fought so valiantly and so boldly for the legacy of this building and everyone who has competed in it was the first and loudest to answer the charge against Cardona's comments starting a few months ago. Tried to claim he was more extreme. Bully Ray fought the legendary Atsushi Onita when Onita tried to claim FMW was superior to ECW. And now Matt Cardona wants to claim he's more hardcore, more extreme than any of the ECW legacy athletes here tonight or throughout history. Cardona is about to get a reality check. Bully Ray, not empty-handed. And those eyes, that face, is not a man who wants to talk about title belt designs or who's an original and who's not. Bully is gonna give Matt Cardona the authentic extreme experience. The eyes of Cardona told a different story than it did a minute ago. Perhaps the realization setting in of the environment you are in. Ring announcer Steven DeAngelis, he's an ECW original.
Did you hear what they were chanting at you when I came to the ring? You fucked up! 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 There's a line in that song that says, I'm gonna make you bleed. I'm gonna spill your blood all over the arena tonight. But I wanted tonight to be special. I wanted to do something special for every single one of you. So I made a phone call. I made a phone call. Now I wish he could be here. No. You'll understand. I made a phone call. I wish he could be here, but he's not. But he sent a message. I made a phone call to the Double Cross Ranch.
What?
Hey, you fans know who I am. And I want to thank you for returning again and again to the ECW arena. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. ECW is number one.
The iconic, timeless Terry Funk. He may not be middle-aged and crazy anymore, but truly the lifeblood of ECW. Without Terry Funk, ECW may have never had that foundation to build upon, and still today at 78 years young, 6 years since his last time on television, 5 years since his last match, Terry Funk still lives, breathes, and bleeds ECW. And it's Bully Ray and Matt Cardona. One-on-one, Cardona considers himself the Death Match King. Considers GCW, Game Changer Wrestling, better than ECW ever was. Bully Ray considers GCW, quote, a piss-poor carbon copy of ECW. Those are his words. And Matt Cardona from behind. And Bully Ray, oh, already. Matt Cardona trying to finish this off. And Bully Ray able to survive, but Cardona, that leg lariat connected. But the damage done was truly the low blow. Oh, and Cardona has a door. He told Bully on Twitter that, quote, tables are so 2000. What's in now is a door, and I'm gonna put you, Bully, through a door. And, oh, wait a minute. Bully turns things around. Can't support the weight. Ah, and Matt Cardona! Back body dropped through the door. And it's not a door to opportunity, it's a door to pain, it's a door to punishment, it's a door to suffering. And Cardona has to realize if the low blow wouldn't finish off Bully, if radio silence, that leg lariat wouldn't finish off Bully, Cardona may have some issues. And Cardona's trying to get out of the arena, and these fans are stopping him. And, oh. Bully Ray, the door between the eyes. Rapid fire. After tonight, the only place Cardona is going to be welcome in ECW is in his action figure fed. And there's a beardless face. There's some classic extreme offense. Cardona on Twitter, when Bully criticized Cardona, Bully said, "You would not have lasted a day in the original ECW. It may be for reasons like this." A sign to the head, but not a paper sign, a stop sign. Cardona had the nerve to say, "Bully, you're extreme shaming me." And Cardona being shamed now, being tortured, paying for his words. There may be no fan base in the history of pro wrestling as loyal and diehard as the ECW fans. And they all took offense when certain individuals tried to pass a different ECW off, a quote-unquote new ECW. Oh my God, that looks so painful. And Cardona trying to get the clout and the rep. I'll finish my thought eventually. Cardona goes face first. I'm not sure if that's so much painful, but it could smother you. Crutch. Metal edge of the back. Metal sheet. And again, you are seeing the era of Extreme in its element. Fan interactive, bringing their own weapons to the table they want to see. And again, folks, we are completely sold out. There is not an empty chair in this entire building, and we've been sold out for many days now. And Bully, cheese grater in hand, and a sinister smirk from the one-time Bubba Ray. Cardona thumbs in the eyes, able to get Bully to relinquish that cheese grater, and Bully gets it right in the head. An act of desperation for Matt Cardona, the former NWA World Champion. GCW self-described Deathmatch King. He's won titles everywhere he's been. He's been an internet darling. There's no doubt about the empire and the brand that Cardona has built. But he's gonna have to go through hell to prove extreme is one of those adjectives, and Bully Ray has been lacerated. First official advertised matchup, and there's blood already as Cardona drills and rakes and scrapes that cheese grater into that cut, making it wider and deeper. And whatever sadistic side Matt Cardona has, he's got to pull it out in a big way. Imagine the reaction if Matt Cardona proves himself to be the heir to Extreme, and Bully! Some retribution for the outset of the matchup. Oh, Bully. Bully rigs the cheese grater across Cardona's head. And many of these fans have been waiting months to see Cardona suffer like that. Well, the longer this match goes, you have to think about potential blood loss, blood in the eyes. It's gonna go to the detriment of Bully Ray, and Cardona in a bad way right now. I'll Bully the chain. And there you see a great shot of the crimson mask forming on the face of Matt Cardona. Bully called it at the outset of the match. The welcome to the jungle lyrics, I'm gonna make you bleed. Oh, and it looks deep too. And Bully the barbed wire. Baseball bat into the skull. Cardona getting a crash course of the true extreme lifestyle. And, oh my God. Oh, to New Jack, the original gangster, who was so skilled at so many different painful forms of offense with these weapons. I don't care how much you claim to be the Deathmatch King or hardcore, or you wear the same style gear you did on the Sci-Fi Channel, or whatever you do. Oh, the only way you prove yourself is you spill buckets of blood in one of the hardest cities in the world, and Cardona got a near fall.
What the fuck?
Crazed look on the face of Cardona, who felt he was seconds away from escaping. And targeting the official, that's not gonna do anybody any favors. What are you doing? Hey! Well, Cardona took his eye off the ball. I don't condone treating an official like that, but either way, Bully Ray, some flip-flop and fly on the point of the elbow. Cardona, oh, wait a minute. Cardona slammed. Bully may not have his brother here, but sometimes you adapt and you roll with the punches. Even the officials are extreme in Battleground Championship Wrestling. Anything can happen. When extreme is the law of the land. And Cardona can keep his doors. Bully has perfected the use of the table for over 2 decades. And Bully not happy with just one. Keep in mind, Bully has said he has absolutely no respect for Matt Cardona, objected to Cardona calling himself an ECW original. And Cardona, if he felt he was being bullied and shamed by Bully Ray before, he ain't felt nothing yet. Oh, Cardona fighting back. Cardona, Cardona went for radio silence like he did at the top of the matchup. But Bully with a power bomb. That'll be all. No, Cardona kicks out at the last possible second. So much so the referee could not even stop his hand in time, but a great call by the official to keep this match going. He detected the fact that his reflexes were not quick enough to stop, but Cardona did indeed kick out in time. And Cardona still has life. Oh, what is this? High risk. Hurricane Rana, nicely done. There's shades of Sabu a little bit. Cardona the cover, no. I will give credit to Matt Cardona, how much he has fought, how much he has withstood in this fight. This was reality. This was life. Every single night on the road. For all the extreme originals and brethren who have become legends in this building through the years. Now, Cardona showing what he thinks of South Philadelphia. Oh, wait a minute! Bully Ray with a super bomb! And that'll do it! How hardcore and extreme are you now, Cardona? Bully Ray spilled blood. Some was his own, some was Cardona's, but either way, Bully literally did take Matt Cardona to the extreme. This man who is so passionate about this city, this brand, and speaking of this brand, I'm talking about the original Extreme brand, and certainly the brand that has been growing very rapidly, Battleground Championship Wrestling. Sold out here tonight.
I'm not going to make this long because there's a lot of guys and gals in the locker room ready to come out here and tear it down for you. But you know how I feel about every single one of you. You know how I feel about this building. You know how I feel about those 3 letters. And this is where it all started. This is where we change professional wrestling. And I don't know if I'll ever do it in this building again, because you never know what tomorrow brings. So just in case, one last time.
That chant will ring throughout these halls forever. And the legacy and the history that was forged in this building will never be forgotten. Indeed, it did transform our industry forever moving forward. So cool to see Terry Funk a part of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's been with us time from Dallas, Texas.
Not a lot of love for Dallas here tonight. Or apparently, maybe just for Frankie Street. We'll see. Frankie Street tough. It takes a lot of gall and gumption to come into this building and call yourself street tough. Talking about a little bit more history. How about August 27th, 1994?
And here's a bonus.
That was the date of the NWA title tournament. The franchise Shane Douglas threw down the NWA title and declared the
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is the Philadelphia Playboy.
I've seen better looking Playboys hidden under people's mattresses. Good grief. But August 27, 1994, Shane Douglas ushered in the official era of Extreme, the last ECW event here at this arena, December 23rd, 2000. Steve Corino defeating Just Incredible and the Sandman in the main event that night. So the Sandman bookended this arena. First event and final event, I believe the only man to do that. So folks, nearly to the day, 22 years of the final event we celebrate here tonight. Have a happy holiday season, everybody, by the way. No matter what you celebrate, hope you guys enjoy the next couple weeks. As much as that woman in the front row is enjoying the Philadelphia Playboy. He's got some moves. Didn't say they were good moves, but he's got some moves. Not the most color coordinated, I don't think, but be that as it may. The fans are not into Dallas, and the Philadelphia Playboy wants to amateur wrestle. He may be the first person in the history of this building to make a first impression that way. We'll find out. It's a cow and elbow tie up as Playboy backs Frankie into the corner. Can't wait to see what's going to happen when Rob Van Dam enters the Hardcore Hall of Fame here tonight. Can't wait to see Timothy Embler's big announcement here tonight, as we're looking forward, not just looking towards the past legacy here tonight, but we're also looking forward to March 18th, 2023. Our next event, A Champion Shall Rise, as a bit of a dubious takedown. Extreme originals throughout the building. What a meet and greet it was throughout the day here. Icons go look out. Sometimes the ring is the most extreme part of a matchup. And some of the fans have converted and are now supporting Dallas. Again, unpredictable here in the arena. Both men go back and forth. And again, we want to thank Signed by Superstars and BattlegroundCW.com, Fight TV, all of our affiliates. As this matchup labors on. Fans, out of all the matches I've called, I can honestly say this one is the most recent. No question. Playboy really likes that hip move. I'm assuming it's worked for him somewhere. Not sure about the shirtless tie look. But Frankie Street Tough, looking for humiliation. Never seen a pink Lone Ranger mask in a matchup. And there you see. Both men at a stalemate at this particular point in this contest. As this spillover crowd continues to look on, as I was making my way over to the table here to start this broadcast, fans were still filing in. Fans were just lined up outside in droves. I mean, around the block to get in here from a very early, right as soon as the Icons convention ended at about 3 o'clock, the line formed to get back in and be a part of Battleground. And oh my God. Could it be the sounds of Edgar Winter Group? Yeah! It's 9-1-1! And anybody that's ever entered the arena that maybe didn't get a hero's welcome, and 911's not coming alone. Look out, choke slam. Take two. Drilled him. from behind. I think he hurt himself more than anything. Choke slam number 2. Make him think about it. Absolutely drilled. I believe this would be the son of 911, if I'm correct. And if so, he's inherited those choke slam genes. And a second one for Mr. Street Tough. Teach you to come to South Philly and claim that. And once again, (911) Junior and Senior making their presence known in the arena when it all started. Well, you want to talk about a cult hit that took the land of Extreme by storm. Al Snow. The man that took 17 years to become an overnight success. And the entity in his hands now are responsible for it as much as anything. When Al Snow started hearing voices from a mannequin head, it guided his career in ways that didn't seem possible. Al Snow was a new rocker before he found Head. And now everybody loves Head. But the mood changes upon this entrance. Well, two individuals that have a rich history in the land of Extreme, of course. Father James Mitchell, known once upon a time as the Sinister Minister, managed Mikey Wimbrack and Tajiri to tag team championship gold back in the year 2000. But the Vampire Warriors venture into the Extreme predates that. 1995 through 1997, the man who would later be known as Gangrel competed in the land of Extreme, facing the likes of Hack Myers, the Pitbulls, the Steiner brothers, and of course, the innovator of violence himself, Tommy Dreamer. Vampire Warrior always has that red viscous liquid in his chalice. Very unique fact, folks. The last time the Vampire Warrior competed under the ECW banner, September 27th, 1997. Get ready for this tag team matchup. Al Snow teaming with Amish Roadkill against the Vampire Warrior and Marty Jannetty in Orlando, Florida. Yes, for some reason, ECW is not most known for the New Rockers implosion that took place. But what's old is new again. Al Snow went on to become a cult sensation, main eventer on pay-per-views and live events throughout the country, and of course went on to go to the WWF when these two men met again, when it was Al Snow's Job Squad against Gangrel's brood. Al spends a lot of his time running the operations of OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, one of the smartest minds. Didn't say one of the most balanced minds. Didn't say one of the most focused, centered minds. He does talk to head, but he does know the sport inside and out better than most. Well, Vampire Warrior loves to play mind games. He loves to have that intimidation factor very prevalent no matter what he does. But how do you counteract? How do you counteract this? Well, the referee instructing Al to play his head in the corner. Head is the manager of Al. I don't know if Head is licensed. What am I saying? Never mind. Jim Mitchell is, though, and he's very dangerous no matter what he's doing.
Hey, Snow, I'm sorry to get pissed.
Vampire Warrior wants nothing to do with this, especially while Al Snow has head in hand, which would be a weapon. Would it be a weapon or a double team? Be that as it may. I understand Head almost didn't make it here. He's, what I understand, afraid of vampires. Then I understand Head commands quite an appearance fee these days. Why I don't see them very often as Gangrel hammering away on Al Snow. And raking away at the eyes and the face. And a hard shot. Gangrel is Vampire Warrior by any name. Very physical, very dangerous. Tough veteran. Runs a Gangrel Wrestling Asylum, nice back elbow. A takedown of Al Snow. Gangrel punishing the Snowman. That's what you got to do. You keep the veteran off his feet, off his game. Snow has had the psychological advantage at this point so far, but Gangrel, Vampire Warrior looking to neutralize that. Al reaching for help. Reaching for a head, but they're not going to be able to do much at this point. And yes, for those wondering, Head has always had gender-neutral pronouns. So ahead of their game in that respect as well. As a duck to the clothesline, but their knee comes up. Gangrel on top, and Al Snow kicks out at one. Vampire Warrior, Gangrel feeling pretty good about himself. Al Snow has been literally and figuratively against the ropes here, and Jim Mitchell getting his shots in.
How about this, ref?
Al to his feet, but still suffering. Vampire Warrior has been relentless, smothering with offense. Al gets the foot up. Vampire Warrior goes to the throat. It's Vampire Warrior who came to the land of Extreme to take umbrage with Tommy Dreamer's tag team with his wife at the time, the late great Luna Vachon, and a rivalry was born. Vampire Warrior's competed in Japan. He's been all over the world. Al Snow having his eyes raked across that top ring cable. Set for the ride. Snowman hits hard and Warrior follows through. You gotta think with the physicality of the Vampire Warrior and the mind of the sinister minister, Jim Mitchell. It is a very devious and dubious combination that has paid dividends so far. Warrior gonna send Al to the far side again. Oh, Al slides through the counter, comes through with a clothesline. Al Snow unloading. Oh, big scoop and a slam. And Al going for his comfort, going for his security, going for what he knows he can always trust. And Jim Mitchell's seen enough. Oh, Jim Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell just got hit. And Gangrel will roll up. Oh, and he beat him. Vampire Warrior took advantage of the distraction from the altercation between Sinister Minister and Head, and as a result, the man that lives the Gothic lifestyle, the Vampire Warrior, is victorious back here at the arena. What a macabre combination this is. Jim Mitchell, the manifestation of the devil himself, and the Vampire Warrior, victorious. The most bitter and personal rivalry in the entirety of the era of Extreme, and it was this man we're about to see who nearly caused a riot in this very building 26 years ago. In over 2 decades. And the franchise told me that he was scouting very intently for the new triple threat. Fans, there's never gonna be another Chris Candido. There's never gonna be another Bam Bam Bigelow. The franchise saw some of those same qualities, some of those same glimmers of greatness in the next generation, and these two talents that are in their prime today or will be very, very soon. And Shane Douglas has been a natural-born leader for virtually his entire career. This brings back so many memories. That may have been the one that finally got franchise. Elizabeth, I'm coming home. Oh, man. One of the most identifiable power couples in the entire history of this building.
Cut the fucking music! Look what I found, Philadelphia!
Well, that's a hell of a trio right there, which we'll talk more about throughout this matchup, I'm sure. As we're gonna see a man who's been dead set on revenge. For many, many years, this war will never be over. When a single-arm DDT on the world's television title from Shane Douglas to Pitbull Gary Wolf broke the Pitbull's neck. It was a couple of months later, October 5, at this very arena, where Shane Douglas shook the halo that man's surgically repaired neck was supported by and caused a riotous circumstance. The locker room revolted, fans jumped the rail. Shane was rushed out of the building into a car for his own safety, while Gary Wolf was loaded onto a stretcher. And one of the original bad bitches of ECW, Jazz, as well as Angel Orsini, in the corner of the Pitbull, who's got Trax and Craig Steele by his side. And Pitbull Gary Wolf found two men that, much like the Pitbulls, were hell-bent on destruction. And looking at Trax, I get a little bit of Pitbull #2 vibes. The new Mad Dogs of War, the Pitbull Revolution. And don't forget, it was also at the Heat Wave event in 1996 when Francine turned on the Pitbulls to align with the franchise. That's right, Francine was originally the Mad Dog of War on the outside, in the spot that Angel Orsini and Jazz are today. And perhaps Francine's involvement, whether it be physical or psychological, perhaps that's been neutralized by the party in the corner of Pitbull #1, Gary Wolf. Ray Jazz gonna start things out. Amateur wrestling coach, NCAA All-American. Incredibly talented young man. Still very, very young. And doing my research, there is a connection between Ray Jazz and the Triple Threat. Ray Jazz hails from South Plainfield, New Jersey, which is only one town over from Edison, New Jersey, where the late, great Chris Candido was born and raised. And add on to that, Ray Jazz actually was on the same amateur wrestling team at the Triumph Wrestling Club with Colton Bigelow, the late Bam Bam Bigelow's son. There you see some of those mat skills, and I think you can look at a lot of things about Ray Jazz and maybe get some thoughts about Chris Candido. You think about the swagger, you think about the cockiness, you think about the technical savvy, the well-rounded skill. You think about how good Ray Jazz is at a young age. Much the same could have been said about Chris Candido, who is competing for the likes of ECW and Smoky Mountain Wrestling when he was still a teenager. Again, keep in mind, Candido, part of that first Easter Championship Wrestling event I spoke about back some 20 plus years, 30, I keep doing that, 30 plus years ago. It's so vivid on my mind, it couldn't possibly feel 30 years old, but it is, as Wrecking Ball Legursky in the ring now with Craig Steele. Steele, a 25-year veteran, Legursky a powerhouse we've seen here in the past. Legursky, I believe, was sitting under the Kevin Sullivan learning tree for a time. Now splitting into the franchise, and there you see a Pitbull-like shoulder tackle by the Philadelphia native Trax, and Jazz gets dropped as well. Full head of steam in the corner. Oh, what a hard takedown. Mass on mass right there. But Legursky, a huge man, well over 300 pounds. He knows how to use every bit of that weight. Certainly, you think about the power and the speed, the dominance of Bam Bam Bigelow once upon a time. And again, there'll never be another one. I'm not trying to claim these men as substitutions, but they got a little bit of that spirit in them. As the franchise Shane Douglas comes in, the man that no matter what the cast of characters was, what the changes were along the way, Shane was always at the helm of the triple threat, and usually with gold around his waist in the process. Shane still no respect to Pitbull Gary Wolf, and spitting at him while focusing, yeah, no accident, on the neck of Trax. Ray Jazz in. New Jersey through and through is Ray Jazz. And some of that triple threat ruthlessness coming out of Mr. Jazz right now. Saw Ray Jazz team with Too Cold Scorpio here once upon a time. Saw him compete with Bobby Fish. Legursky back in, 2 count only. Trax in a bad way here, has not been able to get to the Pitbull Revolution corner to get an exchange. And Trax is feeling it. Wrecking Ball Legursky is another man who is undefeated here in the Battleground. Ray Jazz has momentum. He beat Facade at our last event, turning up the heat from this past August. You can find that in our archives. As Legursky backs Trax in and punishes him. Straight up brute force, which has made him a major threat throughout this sport, whether it be here, the NWA, or anywhere in between. And Legursky gonna show some of that. Shelly looking for a Vader bomb, but came up empty. It's the danger of the high-risk situations. You may score big, and you may not. And now, Pitbull #1 is in the ring. And hammering away at the 400-pounder. Legursky not gonna back down. But Gary Wolf has been, oh, great jab to the eyes. Gary Wolf has survived so much adversity, so much injury. And Shane Douglas and Francine, now Francine on the apron. Francine getting involved. Focusing on the neck of Gary Wolf, whom she once managed. is flexing for the referee. This guy is self-absorbed. I can't believe after all these years, Shane Douglas would still continue to take cheap shots at Gary Wolf's neck. After all the pain that Shane Douglas has caused, all the turmoil, really shortening, if not downright ending, Gary Wolf's full-time in-ring career. And Francine again, choking Gary Wolf with a towel. A rivalry that knows no bounds and no time limits. Shane Douglas had such a ruthlessness over him whenever the subject of Gary Wolf comes up, whenever Gary Wolf is involved, whenever he has to see Pitbull Gary Wolf. And he just becomes a different person. Hey, come on. Shane Douglas baiting in tracks and spinning in the direction of he and Craig Steele. Franchise talking trash, asking who broke your neck, and you can read lips of what Gary Wolf's response was. Gary Wolf may rip Shane Douglas's neck apart with his bare hands, but Jazz and Legursky from behind. Gary Wolf sent for the ride. Oh, double swing and a dunk, and Gary Wolf explodes with a double clothesline of his own. The Pitbull is feeling it, and he's ready to pounce. Check this out. Craig Steele, a 25-year veteran, just put the 400-pounder in the front row. They go. Gary Wolf was getting ahead of steam, and Francine took out the legs. And look how this fight is completely breaking down. Jazz wants a piece of Francine now. Shane Douglas just took down Gary Wolf, and he almost beat him. The franchise just dropped Gary Wolf reminiscent to Gary Wolf's neck break. Look out. Oh, Francine forgot about Angel Orsini. Oh, Shane Douglas. Shane's, oh, Angel Orsini! Neutralizes the situation. Franchise can barely stand it. Jazz sends the Pitbull into Shane Douglas. And Jazz a close line of her own. And Pitbull Gary Wolf pins the franchise for 3.
Your winner of the match, the Pitbull Revolution.
Pitbull Gary Wolf never got a chance to come back to full-time competition and unseat Shane from that World Television title, from that World Heavyweight title. But fast forward 26 years, Pitbull Gary Wolf gets a measure of revenge over the man that caused him so much pain and heartache. Jazz and Angel Orsini by his side. The franchise pays for his sins, as we hear from the Pitbull.
That's what I'm talking about, man. My partner better hear you. Thank you for coming out. Thank you to the new
bad blood there. Told you tonight was the authentic Extreme experience, folks. These fans are as opinionated as they've ever been.
Brother, somebody had to tell you. Fucking man, I'm letting the crowd tell you. She's a crack whore. I've been trying to tell you that for 5, 10, 20 years.
My balls didn't hurt like this. I'd bring you up on that. She's not a crap whore. She is not a crap whore.
I'm not a crack whore and I don't have herpes either.
I think you may have a hurt, bro. I want to bring it to you. She's got herpes. Right here one more time, please. She's got herpes, please. You're a scumbag, Shane Douglas, straight up arrow. Scumbag. Period. Scumbag. Until we meet again, my friend, I bid you a good night. I respect you, and I think you should go to a doctor as soon as possible.
Wow, man, it's good advice no matter what the situation is. I'm not going to comment on a lot of what we just saw and heard, but Pitbull Gary Wolf gets the last word on the franchise, and trust me, that's not easy to do, and oh my God. Now being joined by the new breed of Extreme, that is Alpha Jr. In the foreground, the 350+ pound Beastman is under that somewhere. And I don't know what they have in mind. I never know what Beastman
You
has
call
in mind.
this extreme? You think you two old pussies are extreme? Fact is, if this was 1996, I'd beat the dog piss out of you. So why don't you do everybody a favor? Shut the fuck up and acknowledge! I said shut the fuck up and acknowledge the new breed of Extreme!
Alpha Jr.'s part of that family, that Samoan dynasty, that bloodline. They're the ones.
If you can beat them, then you got a match with us. How about that, boys? How about that?
Well, Gary
Looks like you
Wolf's
fellas are gonna have a long night.
refuse problems aside, about to be joined.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the ring at this time, accompanied by El Capo de Tutti Capi, Wildfire Tommy Rich, Luigi Primo, and the Sicilian Shooter, Little Guido Maritato, and they are the FBI.
Full-blooded Italians, FBI of that many incarnations over the years. Of course, the late great Tracy Smothers. Of course, my boy Tony Mamaluke. And who can forget about JT Smith once upon a time? Oh no, Guido tried to throw the pizza. got it on the Big Don. Luigi Primo, a pizza maker by trade. It's the family business. He's had a pizza twirl in his hand most of his life. It's a comfort zone. It's an instinct to him. When he's got, oh my God, watch Tommy Rich dance. Yes, watch Tommy Rich dance. When Luigi's got the pizza in his hand, he feels at home, natural, and he can do things almost effortlessly. It's almost like a safety blanket to him. Fans have asked for over 25 years for the FBI. They've asked, where's my pizza? We finally found it. Luigi Primo brought it. Beastman may eat it. One bite. Hey, Guido did it! Whoa! Luigi Primo went viral throughout the internet for moves just like that. He wound up on AEW when he got punched in the face by oh no, Guido! And Guido was always the most Italian of the FBI guys. You may have seen Luigi Primo on AEW, where he ran afoul of the likes of Ethan Page and Daniel Garcia. Beastman doesn't know what to make of Luigi Primo, but Beastman doesn't know what to make of a lot of things. Like the written word, counting is rough with him. He doesn't know all his shapes. But he knows how to hurt you. Crowd goes from asking where the pizza is to demanding it. Beastman, please do not twirl your bone that way. Okay, he caught it. This matchup has started. If it's pizza dough versus bone, my money's on Beastman. Maybe not in style points, though. Luigi Primo, Beastman was looking for the pizza pie, but Primo's got to keep it from him. Oh, well now what are you gonna do with it? It's not cooked yet, but I don't think that's stopped Beastman from most of his meals. Toppings? Oh no. Well, Primo wanted his pie back. Why? He needs it. Credit Stephen DeAngelis with that horrible pun. Please don't blame me for that. I don't make enough dough to put up with this kind of thing. Well, it's like the infomercial where you make the pizza and then you show out of the oven the already made product. Wait, did Luigi make the concession stand pizza too? Has he been back there all day? This guy's been busy. Luigi is bribing Beastman with the already made pizza, and he's still twirling the other pizza. Luigi's in his comfort zone. Beastman is off his game, whatever that game may be. Beastman, he's eating a pizza whole, and Luigi tries to use the distraction to drop kick. Beastman feels nothing, he is feasting. Luigi went for the crossbody. He has not dropped the pizza dough. Springboard, oh my. Beastman has not dropped the Luigi. Like sunset flip. Oh, Beastman went to drop down with that big caboose. And that could have ended the wrestling career and the pizza-making career. Guido and Luigi teeing off. Beastman's got pizza hanging out of his face. He's getting hit from all sides. Can't knock the big man down, though. 350 plus. Oh. Toe slap to the face. And Alpha Jr. has had enough.
Why don't you try that shit with a real motherfucker like me? Acknowledge me, motherfucker! This motherfucker, are you fucking kidding me?
He twirls the dough in response to the threats of Alpha Jr. Oh my God! Well, time to laugh has stopped. You don't want to piss off a Samoan, let alone an Anawahi. A running Samoan drop, and Alpha Jr., formerly known as Manu, a 20-plus year veteran who's been all over the world. And if you think you're going to make him look like a fool, you got another thing coming. And these two behemoths double teaming on Primo now. Oh, Beastman, a collision. Hip attack. Cannonball, good grief. The visual tells the story. Alpha Jr. and Beastman were brought together. Oh my God, Beastman's doing squats on Luigi. It was after a matchup involving 2 count only, Beastman and Dark STG against Alpha Jr. and Charlie Haas. STG had turned on Beastman. Alpha Jr. didn't take too kindly to that, and a bond was formed. And what a dangerous team they've become. Alpha drops the head. You know the thick skulls the Samoan possesses, and Primo gets the shoulder up. FBI, the Guido Smothers incarnation. Former ECW World Tag Team Champions 25 years ago. Luigi fighting back, but into the chop. Alpha Jr. picks him back up just to put him back down. And just the viciousness of this team. Beastman did not score with this earlier, but using that mask to his advantage. Primo fighting back, but Beastman got the side slam. Is that gonna do it? No. That's a lot of mass to get off of your person. Full-blooded Italians beat the Gangstonators for their tag team titles, New Jack and John Cronus. They can withstand punishment. Primo able to step out of the way of the senton. The big Don Tommy Rich cheering Luigi on. A determination. Tag into little Guido Maritano. The Sicilian shooter. Unloading on a much larger man. Guido's got to be outsized by at least 75 pounds. But look at those shots. The man who competed in Japan for UWFI against some of the best shooters in the game comes through the low drop kick. Cover 2 count only. The ample feet of Guido lead to a near fall. Trying to maneuver the big man. That may have been ill-advised. And Guido got the knee up. No, with a Sicilian slice. Guido on top. Beastman interrupts. And Beastman is chucking bodies. Oh, choke bomb to Guido. And Alpha and the New Breed score the win.
Your winners of the match, the team of AFA Jr. and Beastman, the New Breed of Extreme.
Well, it's hard to argue the emphatic victory that was for these two 300-plus pounders. Little Guido has not moved. The choke bomb, the splash from AFA Jr.
Like I said, this is extreme. This is what you paid to see. Philadelphia, acknowledge the New Breed of Extreme.
Well, I don't know who's gonna stop this tandem, but I'd sure like to meet them. These two athletes at nearly 700 pounds combined just took out pound for pound one of the toughest to ever set foot in this building.
Shut the fuck up.
Guido's hurt.
Someone get this Johnny Cashmere looking motherfucker out of here. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck are you doing? Hey, acknowledge this, Philadelphia.
Beastman just learned a new gesture.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know who the fuck I am? I am wrestling!
Oh my God. Well, these fans may not be in a position to do much of anything about it, but one man is. The embodiment of the hardcore movement, the extreme icon, and he's amongst the people. Don't look for him at the entranceway. He is the 5-time world champion. He is the Sandman! Well, the Sandman creates a raucous atmosphere wherever he goes. one of the Sandman fans got too overzealous for a minute. Long before anyone drank a beer or swung a Singapore cane on Monday Night Wrestling television, the Sandman was doing it in this building and across every extreme town in the United States. A true trendsetter, ahead of his time, some would say. But so revered and so respected by everyone except for those two behemoths in the ring. Alpha Jr. and Beastman have already made a bold, brazen decision by staying in the ring. Beastman makes the charge, and he eats the cane. And I guarantee no cave and no forest and no jungle has ever given Beastman pain like that.
Oh yeah. Fucking acknowledge me.
Will the Sandman acknowledge the Samoan dynasty? A shot to the head. Alpha doesn't move. That thick Samoan skull absorbs the pain of the Singapore cane. Oh, Alpha tried to duck, exposed the back and exposed a little more. Sandman will find a weakness, and if he can't, he'll make one. Nobody disrespects these people in Sandman's ring and gets away with it. Celebration continues. I don't know if Sandman would have been quite the same in any other city, in any other era. But man, it's just so perfect that he found his home here in South Philadelphia in the era of Extreme. With these throngs of fans that just love him eternally for everything he has contributed to this movement, this sport. And hey, the free beer doesn't hurt either. bow and a bid adieu from the Extreme icon. Back with you for the second half of Battleground action. We thank you so much for your patience and understanding as we accommodate this huge capacity crowd at our intermission, but now joined by one of the best pure athletes to ever compete in the land of extreme, the new effing show, Jerry Lynn, former ECW world champion, and who could forget his wars over the world television title as well.
Thank you guys. Tonight's such a special night for me. I'll never forget the very first time I wrestled Rob. After that match, we both realized that we were really onto something. And every match, it was our goal. We wanted to make sure we gave the fans something they'd never seen before, and then something that they would never forget. And we played rough. I swear, every other match, either he or I or both of us were busted wide open. But we wouldn't have had it any other way. Even after AJ Styles went to WWE and he wrestled Rob, he told me, he said, you know what? He says, getting hit by Rob is like getting hit by a Buick. I said, that is the perfect way of putting it. But, and I just ran into a indie wrestler in Texas just a few days ago, and he said, I just met Rob. He said, I was surprised how big he is. And I told him, I said, yeah, because it's very deceiving. He's built, he's big, he's thick, but he moves like a cruiserweight. I mean, he is one of the most, if not the most gifted athlete I have ever been in the ring with. But that is what makes him so special. And that's why I always thought the title of his DVD was so spot on, because Rob is one of a kind. So it is an honor, it's a privilege for me to induct into the 2022 Hardcore Hall of Fame, the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam!
When you speak of the legacies of so many extreme athletes, from Terry Funk to Tommy Dreamer, to the Sandman to Sabu, to Taz, and all points in between, at one point in time, for a long point in time, unequivocally, the most popular of them all was Mr. Monday Night. The whole effing show, the reigning world television champion for 23 months, the longest title reign anywhere in nationally televised pro wrestling during the late 1990s boom. The man that never lost that title either, Rob Van Dam. So calm, so cool, so collected, but so dangerous and innovative in the ring. Of course, Katie Forbes there, ringside with Rob as well. Rob in the Hardcore Hall of Fame is long overdue, and no better time to do it than during our tribute to Extreme.
All right, where's my trophy? Thank you, everybody. I take that to heart. I know that you really mean that, and I appreciate the fuck out of that. I get asked sometimes by fans or in interviews to compare and contrast working wrestling for WWE and also TNA. And also Extreme Championship Wrestling. I'm not denying that. And, you know, I always answer it the same because in WWE, I made the most money. They made me the biggest worldwide superstar. That's pretty awesome. TNA, Impact Wrestling, because of the schedule, that was the easiest fucking job ever. And then, when it came to ECW, that's where I had the most fun. I'm very proud to have ECW define me as a wrestler through my entire career. It was 95, Sabu was wrestling here. And by the way, I want to thank Sabu for always encouraging me to be myself. To keep it extreme and to not do anybody else's shit. He was trying to get me here in ECW, and every few weeks in 95, he would call me and he would say, "Did Paul call you yet?" I was like, "No." "Motherfucker, he said he was gonna call you." "Hold on, I'll call you back." And then several weeks would go by, and I didn't give a fuck because I was working for All Japan. Yeah, thank you, Baba. I was in a really good position where I could already, at that stage in my career, pick and choose where I spend my time. And he kept, you know, "Did Paul call you yet?" "No, fuck." During that time, I started checking out ECW. I made it a point to look for it. Of course, it was like 2 a.m., I think, on the Sunshine Network. Yeah. Man, but I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I'd never seen anything like that. It was just incredible. The unapologetic violence and the superstars and just that whole adult aspect and the fire and of course the main quality was the crowd. Holy fuck. The ECW crowd set the standards, and they were at least half of the show. So I was a little intimidated. Actually, I was very intimidated coming here in '96. I was 25 years old, just by a couple weeks. Oh, what? Well, yes, it is my birthday. Coincidentally. best birthday with my favorite people. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad that it did work out for me to come to ECW. I spent the night before my first match writing down a list of new moves that I could come up with that I thought were hardcore enough. You know, I thought one of them was maybe I could throw a chair up and jump up and do a spinning back kick into someone's face. Which turned out to be pretty successful for me. Thank you. Yeah, hey, all of it, man. I had so much fun thinking outside the box, being creative. Thank God Paul Heyman allowed me the freedom to grow and the right tutelage to make sure I didn't grow in the wrong way. And as everybody knows, that, by the way, the worst chant to get back then, being 25 years old and intimidated and trying to get over was, "You fucked up, you fucked up." Oh, it was that. It was that. It was the fear of that that actually pushed me, but God damn it, you pushed me all the way to the top. Thank you for that. And you know, when we brought ECW back to WWE, and when I beat John Cena at One Night Stand, I truly felt like the build-up for that particular match was my entire fucking career up till that point. So, hardcore forever. Everybody that felt that hardcore spirit of ECW, whether you were one of us wrestlers or whether you were one of the fans back then that supported us, or whether you're someone new that's been turned on to that energy and caught ECW, wish you would have been back there. Either way, all of us know it can never fucking die because it's so good. So, for those reasons, I'm very honored to get this Hall of Fame induction. I'm very grateful for my time in ECW, my entire career, but ECW the most. Grateful for you motherfuckers. So, where's my fucking trophy?
At this time, I'd like to draw your attention to this corner of the arena for the unveiling of RVD's banner. We proudly induct RVD into the 2300 Arena Hardcore Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Rob.
Rob Van Dam's mark on this arena, truly immortalized in the Hardcore Hall of Fame. Much earned, much deserved. RVD takes his place in hardcore history, but he's not done here tonight. Rob Van Dam will see action against an old rival named the Man Beast, Rhino, still ahead. But before we get there, maybe some spoils for Mr. Van Dam with his entourage. So great to look up and see some of the names inducted in the Hardcore Hall of Fame. I see Too Cold Scorpio, who we'll see still to come. Shane Douglas, we already saw. Jerry Lynn, who of course just presented. Sabu, Todd Gordon, Terry Funk, Sandman, Ted Petty, Rocco Rock, Dee Malenko, Chris Candido, and so many more. Johnny Grunge. Throughout the history of this building, fans don't forget. Fans still appreciate. When you make them feel something the way that these athletes made fans feel in this building over so many years, it's something that, much like Rob said, it lives forever. And it's something that no amount of corporate takeover, no amount of intellectual property rights battles, or whatever the case may be, you're not going to take away those feelings and those memories from these fans. As we are taking a look at the 4 athletes headed out to the ring for the future contest. Vinnie Mac, good luck with that name in this building. Danny Miles, Bro Keller, and the Neon Ninja Facade. With Danny Moe are the 4 athletes who are making their way into the ring right now, all with something to prove, all with a different story that has brought them here to the dance. Facade with his facadograph with one of these ringsiders. We've seen Facade before. See if it helps him.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring at this time, actually to the stage, from the Bowery, this is Raven.
The maniacal mastermind, Raven, returns to the arena. Always something on his mind, always a plot and a plan.
Introducing first, to my right, from Cockeysville, Maryland, Bro Keller. Also to my right, from Long Beach, New York, he is the notorious VIN, Vinnie Mac. To my left, from Boston, Massachusetts, Danny Miles. And our final participant, accompanied to the ring this evening by Danny Moe. He roams the streets at night, creeping while you're sleeping, the Neon Ninja Facade.
So 4-way matchup, one fall to my understanding. Let's go to Raven. Raven, we understand this matchup was a bit of Raven's brainchild to spotlight the 4 top young prospects that are getting a look here, some young veterans, as it's Danny Miles and Vinnie Mac, and Raven is encouraging violence. I guess Raven's gonna cheerlead from the stage. As Miles calls himself the Dream Crusher, and he hopes to be just that for anybody that gets in his way, squaring off with the notorious VIN Vinnie Mac. The Neon Ninja Facade loves to be abusive yet elusive. Come down with the K-Prada. There you see Danny Moe, the other half in Team Neon Blondes, as Facade unloads with these shots to check out the next strength of the bout on Facade. Danny Miles, the reigning champion of big-time wrestling, touring the country. Has never been in better shape, 16-year pro. He's competed as Miles. Well, we'll get back to him in a minute because right now, Vinnie Mac, 7-year pro, trained by Alpha the Wild Samoan, calls himself the most tremendous man on the card. See if that's something he can prove or not. Squaring off with Bro Keller right now, the effervescent, energetic Bro Keller. And Vin looking for a pile driver. Bro counters. Bro, a great natural athlete, looking to show it here, strikes out with a cutter. Bro Keller, an All-American in track and field. He fashioned himself as an expert hurdler, and he's used to hurdling obstacles in the ring, both figuratively and literally. You can check out that jumping skill a moment ago. Danny Miles, though, with that stocky, powerful build. Low to the ground and out of his comfort zone, and he paid for it. Throw the thrust kick, and Miles into Mac. And Bro soars to the floor. It's Washington, D.C. native, showing a lot here. Competed a lot in the Maryland, D.C. area. MCW, he's popped up on AEW, Dark before. Oh, Facade sends Bro Keller into the heap. Man, the Neon Ninja can come at you from any and all direction when you least expect it. Facade and Tanny Mo work so great in tandem, even in individual competition, because of that moral support that Danny Mo brings.
Yeah, bring out a chair. That's what I want to see.
Raven is just encouraging violence for the sake of violence. First time I've had a color commentary partner where we couldn't hear each other, by the way, so I'm going to try my best to talk around Raven, which, oh, good advice no matter what, but there you see, Facade could not move around the chair of Vinnie Mac, who connects with Facade, and they're going to steal this one. No. Man, as if the chair wasn't bad enough, Facade was in free fall. Could not control his landing.
Who's the most tremendous? Let me know!
Vinnie Mac thinks he's tremendous. I don't know if Raven thinks he's tremendous. And Danny Miles sends Mac to the outside. And it's Miles coming in with a rapid fire cannonball. Man, he got so much momentum on his side. And down with that gut buster. And you can almost sense the air rush out of Facade. Vinnie Mac back in. Only Vinnie Mac that would dare step inside this arena. Miles now. Oh, we duck underneath. And down with the Mac attack, as he calls it. And oh, Bro Keller counters. Bro's got some nasty welts up and down his body, and oh, he calls that the Bro job. Bro Keller with the Bro job, but not enough. Danny Miles interrupts again, one fall contest. Only one athlete can come out of this as, I guess, the Raven endorsed star of the future here in Battleground. Miles covered up high, Bro went low, great strategy. Miles able to duck the side kick, standing side switch by Bro. Miles puts the brakes on, comes through the back elbow. Miles looking springboard. Bro Keller shuts that momentum down, and Miles in a bad way. 16-year pro is Miles, but just entering his prime. Much the same can be said about Facade, who came through the double spring, but check out Mac. Oh! Mac got a near fall. Sometimes it's being the most opportunistic of the four athletes that can pay off. That could be another thing that Mac is attempting, and Danny Mo tried to swat Mac off the ropes. And Vinnie Mac getting in the face of Danny Mo. Oh, Danny Mo not gonna let Mac use that chair. I'm not gonna repeat that, and Danny Mo is not in this contest. Facade! Bit of an homage to the Hall of Famer! And Facade gets the pin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the Neon Ninja Facade.
And if I'm Raven, I think that's tremendous. Neon Ninja pulls out a victory here in the fight of the future
right.
stars.
This is what I think.
Uh-oh.
I think your stuff looked good in the ring, but you spent about, what, 50 cents on your ring attire? And how can you possibly let anybody duck under your clothesline when you're only 5'6"? But I liked it though. I give it a thumbs in the middle.
Raven, the Simon Cowell of Battleground.
What are you wearing, some nut huggers there? Could those be any smaller? And could you kick any weaker? Oh my God. I've seen babies hit harder. Yeah, you know, you look like you got potential, but you gotta lay it in, kid. This isn't your grandma's knitting circle. All right, beat it. Yeah. You know, I like the ring jacket, but the shorts are ridiculous. And the blue knee pads don't go. And as far as the match, the less said the better. Now you did okay, and you almost won. Hey, you almost won. Second place is close. I mean, what does second place get? Nothing? Don't do that. Yeah, don't. And you know what you should have done? Instead of arguing with the valet, you should have spanked her. And maybe you should spank her for us too. I like the line creeping while you're sleeping. Yeah, you look like you definitely would be creeping while people are sleeping. But I might be creeping into your valet's room while she's sleeping. And I'll spank her. But I thought you did a great job. I like the ring attire, it's not my style. I thought you should have used a cheese grater at least once. Maybe a pizza cutter. But other than that, you got a chair involved. I give it that a definite thumbs up. And I give her a thumbs up the butt. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Well, it's not easy to impress
Let's
Raven.
hear it for Raven.
It's not easy to get a glowing endorsement from Raven, but Facade found a way. Folks, that was Raven in his element, let's just say that. Facade, congratulations on winning the Battleground Fight of the Future. And we're gonna keep on rolling here because we still got a few big ones still to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to draw your attention to the video screens with a video message from an old friend.
Hey everybody, man, I gotta tell you, there's a lot going on in my world right now, and I saw a picture from today's convention with everybody there smiling, and it made me happy. And I really needed that happiness, just like we all do. It reminded me of my 20s, when I would walk into that building, whatever was going on in my real life, it just went away, and it was my magical kingdom. It was my Disney World, it was my perfect place. And I'm very, very happy to see everyone there together again. I miss you guys, I love you guys. And when I say you guys, it's everybody. It's from the fans watching this at home, the fans attending it in the building, and the men and women out there busting their butts for the entertainment for you guys. Happy holidays. I miss you guys, and I look forward to seeing you down the road. I hope your holidays are hardcore. I hope your holidays are extreme.
Only one innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready from Extreme Lucha Libre? This match is one fall with a 1 hour time limit. Your referee, Johnny Q.
Something completely different than anything we've seen so far, but again, as a
Making his
history
way
in
to
this
the ring
building.
this time from Mexico City, Mexico. He is the Extreme Luchador, Super Crazy.
It was September 16th, 1995 at Gangsta's Paradise here in this very arena when we saw for the very first time Rey Mysterio go one-on-one with Psychosis in what became known as Extreme Lucha Libre. It was the first time the vast majority of United States wrestling fans were exposed to this style, to this culture, and to these athletes. And Mysterio and Psychosis and Juventud and La Parca and Conan paved the way for 3 years later.
And his opponents.
When Super Crazy made his debut in the land of Extreme. December 26th, almost 24 years today. It's the first time Super Crazy competed under those 3 letters.
And his opponent, from Mexico City, Mexico, Juventud Guerrera.
Juventud made his debut under the Extreme brand February 3rd, 1996 at the infamous Lost Battalion Hall in New York, New York, where he competed against Rey Mysterio for the WWA World Welterweight Championship. But there were no selfie sticks in 1996, but Juventud is living the moment and reliving some memories. Certainly, again, before there was a WCW Cruiserweight champion named Juventud, there was an Extreme competitor named Juventud cutting his teeth in this country in the land of Extreme. And the great thing about these luchadors, and it's not just the Extreme luchadors, but it's through history when you look at so many of the top names through AAA and through all the other top companies, so timeless, such longevity, such long careers in top shape. Oh, Juventude's mic doesn't work. There's a few people in this business smiling ear to ear at that.
Finally, their shoes has come back to Philadelphia, jabronis!
Mike wasn't feeling very juicy.
You know, give me the chair, please. Hold on, Crazy. You know, we've been in the business for so long, but tonight is a special night. And before you get dirty with my $3,000 John Barbatos coat and my $1,500 Gucci shoes, not like you, jabronis! You know, after 30 years, I'm sick and tired that I'm the most underrated wrestlers in the industry. So tonight, this year was amazing. I became the World Heavyweight KFW champion. And this year, I'm gonna be doing the XPW championship. But more important, this town sucks Fuck you! Fuck you!
Well, that escalated quickly.
Fuck you twice, motherfucker!
Not twice.
I don't need your support. I don't need your sympathy because I always been working hard in this business. So I don't care. Fuck you again, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up.
Super Crazy's not impressed.
Ugly, stinky motherfucker.
Hoopy's not really a people person, I'm gathering.
Shut the fuck up. You skinny bitch. You fucking fat ass. Look at you. How disgusting you are. Look at that. That's no juicy. Fuck you. Fuck you. Super Crazy. Fuck you. Tonight, you're gonna go fuck yourself because when the juice settle, the juice makes so bitch.
That's all Super Crazy needed to hear. And Extreme Lucha Libre takes a completely different tone. Super Crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Time to count along. They figured it out. Super Crazy really found himself in the land of Extreme. Really hadn't gotten his footing, hadn't found an identity in America. He was part of the, one would say cursed, one would say lacking early WWF light heavyweight division back in the day, but wasn't until he came in front of these fans that people fell in love with him. How about those international rivalries with the likes of Tajiri, Little Guido as well, Antifaz del Norte? There was a lot of international influence in the land of Extreme, and Super Crazy still innovating. Crazy, a former ECW World Television Champion. Only held it for a little under a week. He beat Rhino to win the vacant championship before losing to Tajiri 6 days later. But Super Crazy is in the history books as a former title holder in the land of Extreme. Juventud now has his arm and shoulder stretched across that ring cable. That's not a rope, that is a steel cable wrapped in rubber. And there's no way that it's going to move or contort and feel good on your skin in that position. Nor will a steel chair even move at all. Juventud talked a very big game before the bell rang, and he's got to live up to it. Put his money where his mouth is as Super Crazy suplex coming up. No. Trying to get the leverage, but Juventud a wide base and tries to make himself heavy. That was good enough for the counter. Pace quickens here. Rapid fire, and it's Juventud over with the Tijeras. Up and over, but Juventud, great balance, lands on the apron. Crazy couldn't get rid of him that quickly. Stabs the neck across that top ring cable. And quite often with Lucha Libre, distance creates opportunity. Will Juventud capitalize? Cross body, did he get enough? 2 count only. To Guerrera, Super Crazy, couple of young veterans. And down with a modified Bulldog takedown off of that prawn hold. Crazy to the outside. Juventud, well, still has that chair, as if Juventud wasn't dangerous enough. Empty hand. And baseball slides that chair right into Crazy's skull. Juventud, who has celebrated 30 years in the sport. Here this year, debuted in 1992. Trained by Fuerza Guerrera. And Pepe Costas, of course, Hude is second generation. His name originally translates to youth, well, it still translates to youth warrior, but originally the context behind it, you know what I'm saying. But a lot of other choice words these fans would use to describe Juventud Guerrera right now. Super Crazy actually has more experience than Juventud. Has been beat by about 4 years. But man, the pace these men are going at, you would never be able to tell. Nice takeover by Super Crazy. The insane luchador of the land of extreme. That Cardona connected. Juventud's dazed. Oh, but immediately starts in motion. Cardona attempt again, counter. Juventud the clothesline. Juventud shuts the momentum down. You could feel the air let out of this matchup. Oh God, chair to the skull. And that was Juventud slowing the match down so we could do things like this. He can posture and primp and pose and impose himself on Super Crazy with that steel chair. Uh-oh. Yikes! And Juventud's opinion of the rest of us has not changed. Super Crazy in a great deal of pain. And Juventud not done yet. Crowd trying to rally Super Crazy to play through the pain, so to speak. Hude has what looks to be a door of some sort or a plank of wood. No, that's a door. You can see the spots for the hinges and the doorknob, but I've never met or seen a paper-thin door. It's easy to crash through. So whomever meets that fate will not be having an enjoyable night. Super Crazy got the boot up to the face. And now, on stage of his chief rival, Yoshihiro Tajiri. Super Crazy the Tarantula. You get put in that thing every night for about a year straight, you learn how to apply it. And Juventud feeling the pain as his appendages are stretched and contorted. Hude needs a breather. Super Crazy, what is this? Two open chairs, the door bridging between them. What in the world? I don't think Juventud has a clue the fate that awaits him. Super Crazy, wait, Juventud slipped through the legs. Oh, Super Crazy in trouble. Oh, power bomb to the door. Oh, Super Crazy, crashes through the wood. Oh, Juventud couldn't get him. Super Crazy finds a way to fight out. Juventud's not happy about it, but there's nothing he can do to change it. But Super Crazy, roll up, roll up, roll! Man, caught Juventud unaware. I don't think Juventud expected Crazy to have that much fight left in him. In-ring collision, both men down. As is so common in the Extreme Lucha Libre matches over the years, the quick pace, the ultra competitiveness, how evenly matched these athletes are. Juventud with first strike, but Crazy responding in kind. Rights and lefts, Juventud. Jump to hold by Super Crazy. Kicks the back of the chair into the face. Super Crazy. Well, we know what's coming. Crazy soars, but nobody there. Juventud running his mouth, but Super Crazy roll him and beat him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Super Crazy.
Super Crazy survives Extreme Lucha Libre. And Juventud Guerrera, who made an enemy out of every single person in the place, the victim of Super Crazy outsmarting him. It's Gertner! Joel Gertner is in Battleground Championship Wrestling. And there is no telling what he will say with a live mic. That Cody looks like the thing William Shatner saw on the wing of the airplane.
You all already know this. But I wanted to take a few seconds because I'm not here all the time. But nobody could keep me away tonight. There is no place I would rather be than home with family. Over a quarter of a century ago, I went from sitting with you guys, I came into this ring when I was barely legal, and amongst a tough crowd back there of some pretty bad dudes who knew the ropes, and a jury of my peers, I pointed to my gimmick, and I told whoever would listen that just like Rubik's Cube, the more you play with it, the harder it gets. This building, all of you people, and everyone that I made magic with back there, took this mini muffin and made a man out of me. And so I'm here. It is I, the lyrical miracle. Sexual, intellectual, the cunning linguist, and the quintessential stud muffin. Joel, what's a tribute to the extreme? Without reliving the moments of living the dream. Like one night in 1998, this man was created when I pumped his mom full of cream. The road story. The road stories, man, the moments, it was the time of my life. I remember this guy. I did some shit with this dude's sister he doesn't even do with his wife. Imagine if we had social media in the 90s. Our after parties on TikTok. Not naming names, but picture it. Viral videos of 4 female fans performing high spots all over one wrestler's cock. Seriously, I loved all your mothers a generation ago. I love y'all crazy motherfuckers more than you'll ever know. And now, enough talk about fucking and enough fucking talk, and let's get back to the fucking show. Gertner.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring at this time from Baltimore, Maryland, Rich Swan.
Rich Swan was a big part of Turn Up the Heat. Back in the month of August, he scored a big win over Willie Mack. What a physical contest that was. Swan was part of When Worlds Collide earlier in the year as well. Didn't pick up the victory, but perhaps most remembered for the post-match dance celebration with Rich Swan and Bull James. I love it when Rich Swan's got this crowd in the palm of his hand. Can you handle this? It's a question we'll be asking the opponent in a very short time. I think you can look at a lot of similarities in demeanor. Always wanting to have a good time, always wanting to entertain, always feeling that energy, feeding off these fans. With this man and his opponent, which is what makes it such an intriguing battle to me.
And his opponent. making his way to the ring at this time from Celebration, Florida, he is Too Cold Scorpio.
Too Cold Scorpio is a former four-time ECW World Television Champion and a World Tag Team Champion as well, with the one and only the Sandman. This throughout 1994 through 96. He's also held titles in WCW and Pro Wrestling Noah, in addition to numerous other companies. But Too Cold Scorpio, more so than just about anybody you can call timeless, he still moves so smoothly, so fluidly, and so many things that Scorpio could do back in the 90s that no one else in United States wrestling was doing. Yeah, Scorpio can still do them to this day. Scorpio's energy is absolutely infectious. And yeah, after he stopped appearing in this particular venue, he went to New York as twere. He brought the flash, he brought the funk, but nobody will forget the reputation of Too Cold Scorpio. He's gonna step his way into the Battleground. Scorpio, an important part of history. I believe he was the opponent of the franchise Shane Douglas right before Shane threw down the NWA World title and declared it the era of Extreme. That declaration benefited Shane, certainly, but it benefited Scorpio as well. Hey, it benefited all of us. A high tide rises all ships. I don't know if Rich Swan watched Extreme television growing up. I don't know if he was a Scorpio fan, but one would surmise he would have to be. Just when you think about the ring style of Swan, you know that Swan took so much of that inspiration from watching a Scorpio, a Sabu, a Rob Van Dam, a Tajiri, a Super Crazy, made it his own, and brought it to a new level and a new era. Well, Scorpio obliged with sportsmanship in the most rhythmic way possible. We got a hell of an athletic contest on our hands. We may have a dance-off before the wrestling match, and I don't think anybody here would complain. Look at this. Swan so quick on his feet.
Too old for that shit now.
Scorpio a bow to Swan.
What you got?
He's impressed.
What you got? You ain't got none there. You ain't got none there.
The referee is being invited to participate, which may not be the best looking option. Yeah, that's not wise. Well, that just illustrates what special athletes Rich Swan and Too Cold Scorpio are when they do similar things and do not look like bumbling idiots.
Please don't do that shit no more. Let's do this.
I bet if John Finnegan were here, he would have nailed that split. Collar elbow tie up center ring. Scorpio back Swan into the corner. We get a clean break, but in Scorpio's own style. Scorpio, a 35-year veteran. If you believe that. And moves like he does. And Swan responding much in kind. Swan, a 14-year veteran. Which even that seems hard to grasp, just based on the fact that, I mean, 14 years, that style, there theoretically would be so much mileage in your body, it would slow you down, it would cause you to limp or cause you to, you know, not be able to move as smoothly and easily. But, I mean, Swan takes such impeccable care of himself that you don't realize that. You don't realize how much wear and tear, if it is there, it's got to be there. He's human. Swan doesn't show it. Scorpio controlling the arm. Scorpio will have a size advantage. He'll have a leverage advantage. I'd suggest a reach advantage. In close confines, it's advantage to the veteran. Rich Swan builds up momentum, which gives him the chance to counter. That kinetic energy gets in motion. And Scorpio mocking Swan. I don't think he really comprehended the physics of it, or maybe he just never seen it before. But it's all about converting potential energy into kinetic, and you get enough steam built up, you can get to your feet and counter things. It worked. Swan's out of the hold. Scorpio, so much he can do. We talked about the fact he's won titles in Pro Wrestling Noah. Scorpio at one time formed a tag team with Vader in Japan. Just think about that. Think about how hard you have to hit to go into a fight with Vader. He's competed in Germany extensively, did Scorpio. I mean, he's got so many different styles in what he does. He's known for flying because he was the first one to do it on mainstream television, and he does it better than just about anybody, but that's all he is. He's not one-dimensional, Scorpio. Scorpio the wrist lock and continues to take away Swan's vertical base. Swan looking to fight free, slip in underneath, and come up with control of the arm and shoulder himself. Side headlock. Where the head goes, the body will follow. I like the tentative nature of both these men. It shows respect. It shows they have come prepared and they are not underestimating their opponent. They don't want to make a mistake. They want to feel each other out. What's the game plan? What's their grip strength? Just get a temperature of what the other guys bring into the table and adjust accordingly. You're seeing really the human game of chess that is pro wrestling. Scorpio came in with a kick, point of the elbow. Notice that pad, that brace, is not on the elbow. It is more around the tricep. And Scorpio used that bone to his advantage. Now driving the head to the arm, the bicep of Rich Swan. I'd suggest Scorpio's the more physical of the two. Rich Swan's going to be quicker. He's carrying less body weight. He's younger. That's not a slight on Scorpio. It's just facts. There you see it, quick and pace. Does Swan have an opening? Eluding Scorpio, looking for a takedown. Leapfrog nicely done. Swan up and over. And Rich Swan explodes with a drop kick. Rich Swan created that opening. Came at Scorpio from all sides, and when he felt the time was right, he struck. Scorpio now the headbutt. And that dazed Swan, you could tell Swan had a very dazed look in his eye, faraway look. Martial arts style thrust, right around the throat. Any other building, I'd question the legalities, but play on, folks. Scorpio did not become such a decorated champion by being a Cub Scout. He's a dangerous man. Full body slam. And Scorpio gets the most out of that slam. Now taking a chance. Big man flies, crossbody connects. And it's Scorpio the drop kick. And Swan right back up in a deep arm drag back down. And notice the Scorpio stays with his man and is over top of that arm and shoulder. Swan is being trapped and being kept horizontal. Shoulders near the canvas. Scorpio now applies pressure with the knee. Not only does this make Swan in danger of being pinned, but it gives him no leverage to get to his feet. Scorp drives the knee into the elbow, which was draped across the neck. Scorpio knows a lot of ways to hurt you. And again, the diversification of Scorpio, who just drops the leg on that arm and shoulder, wrenching it in the opposite direction it's meant to go. Oh, and a second time. Oh, you could easily dislocate a shoulder that way. You can see how far behind Rich Swan his arm was just wrenched. Man, there's no way that doesn't send a jolt of pain up the entire side of your body. Scorpio is just grinding away at Swan. He took away one of the appendages. That's going to affect Swan's ability to maybe switch directions, maybe use the ropes to grab onto to elevate himself, and it's going to leave the side of the body open because Swan can't defend with that arm. Swan fires away with the good arm. Rapid fire shots only serve to fire Scorpio up. Got the headbutt, rapid fire now. And Swan crumbles. And again, that same look in the eye. Swan just trying to process, just trying to keep a clear head. Scorpio back to the takeover. Notice he grapevines one of the arms of Swan, the damaged arm. So there's still continuous pressure put on it. Swan using his good arm to try to bend Scorpio back. Now gets the leg in, the scissors counter. Connects very well. Scorpio reaching for a rope. Scorpio's bridging up. It's going to take a lot of neck strength to get that way. 2 count only. Scorpio had to keep bridging up to keep his shoulders off the canvas, and check out that smooth counter from grabbing the ropes to outside the ring in about 1.5 seconds. Swan trying to elevate himself again, and Swan down with a somersault senton splash. I don't think Scorpio saw that coming. Mixed reaction here, as certainly fans have their favorites. Rich Swan has done so much to earn the respect of these fans, but so too can be said about Scorpio throughout his tenure in this building and in the original incarnation of Extreme. Those high side round kicks of Swan. Takes a lot of dexterity to catch a guy the size of Scorpio up around the chest cavity. Spinning back kick connects as well. Swan is bringing more aggression and bringing more of a striking game. Maybe he feels he has to keep up with Scorpio. Perhaps it's what Scorpio wants because it plays to Scorpio's strengths. We will find out. Here comes Swan, head of steam. Pump kick, and Scorpio sent into the fans. And Scorpio's turn now to be dazed and try to shake the cobwebs. Scorpio still at this point, just now, getting his footing, but not under his own power. Oh, perhaps Scorpio playing possum. Well, I think Scorpio baited Swan into that situation. He wanted Swan close to the rail, so Scorpio could drag him over. And Scorpio, you can see the full extension of the arm in that forearm strike. Got all of it he wanted. And now, a boxing match is breaking out in the fans. I'm not sure if this has happened in this building before, but again, you never know what to expect. Scorpio needs some distance now. Ouch. Again, one shot rocks Rich Swan. You can see the after effects. Scorpio's felt better in his own right. These men have taken a lot out of one another. Swan, Scorpio saw Swan charging in, and Swan's own momentum came back to bite him. That full extension, Scorpio cut Swan high. And now body shots, rights and lefts, now caught him high. Now there's a lot of things that I would not want to do that I've seen here tonight, but trading hands with Scorpio is near or at the top of that list. And Swan comes through with a shot. Scorpio back in, Swan not far behind, taking a chance. Here we go, missile drop kick. Rich Swan has an opening. Is Swan gonna? No, once again, Scorpio grabs the rope, and in that case, I think the velocity of Swan's drop kick that propelled Scorpio to the ropes may have wound up being a detriment, unless Scorpio had found a way to roll there on his own volition. But either way, great ring positioning and ring awareness by the veteran Scorpio throughout this match. Swan looks punched. And Scorpio, with his entire body, drives through on the clothesline. Swan's moving, he's stirring. Swan will not give up. As long as he knows where he is and there's breath in his body. Scorpio elevates Swan, drives him down. Almost a Spicoli driver by Too Cold Scorpio. And gonna go straight down with the Arabian press. Scorpio gets an ear fall. We've seen moves like that a lot, including by Sabu, but not often with a setup like that and out of nowhere. Standing somersault leg drop. And Scorpio makes it look effortless. Scorpio drops a leg drop or goes off the top. Oh, look out! Twisting 1.5. Scorpio the cover. Swan kicks out. Scorpio elevates himself, leaves his feet, soars through the air like you or I would checking the mail. That's how effortless Scorpio makes it look. Well, that hand gesture can only mean one thing, and that's multiple revolutions are involved. If Too Cold has his way, two proponents of extreme high flying from different eras, different career paths. but fate brings them together tonight. Oh, Swan does not have his legs under him, which is going to affect how much he can get behind those strikes. Notice Scorpio, his lower body's not moving. Swan is constantly moving just to keep his balance. Oh man, he got that one. Swan got his footing under him now, and he's unloading with rights. And Scorpio absorbs all of them and tries to battle back. Swan is building momentum, discus style. Swan is putting everything he has in his heart and soul into those shots. And still looking for more, digging down deeper. And Scorpio begins to teeter. Scorpio begins to struggle. Oh, the whole forearm that time. That almost looked like a Vader shot. And Scorpio winds up, and that could be the KO. Swan, that all too familiar in this match. Look on his face. Scorpio went to elevate. Swan meets Scorpio in the pass Hurricane Rana. Swan looking for an opening and nearly beat him. Wow. Scorpio. Oh wait. Scorpio busts out those knees. Oh, went for that standing Pele kick. Swan in motion once more, got a roundhouse. Scorpio may be out. No. Last possible moment. Scorpio rolls the shoulder. And Swan continues to look for answers to a question he may not be able to solve. Handspring into the cutter. Swan hooks the leg. Not enough. Scorpio out again, and Rich Swan with an all too familiar hand gesture that Scorpio's popularized. But Swan, a different taste to it off the second rope. 450 splash, and Scorpio kicks out again. Swan has put many men away in just that fashion. But Too Cold Scorpio is not like many men. Rich Swan feeding off this energy. Fans are loving the effort. They're seeing Richmond Phoenix splash. But Scorpio bridged the distance and got out of harm's way. Scorpio hits the leg drop. Too Cold Scorpio wins.
Your winner of the match, Too Cold Scorpio.
What a fight we have seen. Listen to this love. I don't think there was ever any question as to what Scorpio was going to bring to the table. Scorpio was able to connect with that tumbleweed. Another incredible innovation and perfection of Too Cold Scorpio. and it brought him another victory here at the arena. Swan fought his heart out. Rich Swan has absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. I think Swan is just now realizing what's happened. He was in the fight of his life, was Rich Swan. Love to see it. Two warriors gave you everything they had and come out with a deeper mutual respect for one another than they had going in. And that's another thing that this Extreme Legacy is all about when you think about the wars between the likes of a Malenko and a Guerrero. Now the floor belongs to Scorpio to do what only he does best. Still look like he could annihilate anybody he chooses. A two-time ECW World Television Champion totaling 339 days. Also the last man to ever hold the World's Television Championship. Rhino was on a path of destruction in this building and throughout the circuit in the final year of the brand of Extreme's existence. And all of this early in the mid-20s. Rhino's still in his prime. Rhino can still do anything he wants to decimate an opponent.
And his opponents.
Fonzie's behind there somewhere. It wouldn't be the true RVD experience without Mr. Bill Alfonso. It's already been a big night for Rob Van Dam, Hardcore Hall of Fame inductee. And when you talk about that World's Television Championship, you gotta talk about perhaps the greatest to ever hold it. RVD held it from 1998 to 2000, 23 months to the day. 700 days exactly total before RVD had to forfeit that championship due to a broken leg. But in the eyes of many, RVD forever synonymous with that championship, but wasn't the last to hold it. That honor belongs to the man in the ring. RVD get the last word in that issue here tonight. These men have met before in the land of Extreme and in Impact, but I don't believe anything was ever settled. Rob's a man of the people, always loves to take time to show his gratitude and appreciation to each and every fan. Rob said it, he can't deny it. When one of those fans shouted out, "They help make you who you are." And there's no doubt about that. I mean, none of us could be here if not for these fans. None of us would be here tonight, certainly, if it wasn't for these fans still believing and still remembering that extreme spirit.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to my right, from Detroit, Michigan, he is the War Machine, Rhino. And his opponents, accompanied to the ring this evening by Jennifer and Katie Forbes, and represented by the manager of champions, the man who calls it right down the middle, Mr. Bill Alfonso. From Battle Creek, Michigan, the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam.
Van Dam always has that showmanship. Make no mistake about it, though, Rob does not take this test lightly. Rhino is mad, bad, and dangerous to know. He's got fans here, too. The gore. Now, when you think about the two of the men who've carried on that extreme legacy through their entire careers, and the 21 years, almost 22 years now since that brand officially went away. It's these two men. But you think about lethal submission holds and finishing moves. You think about, task mission. Once upon a time, you think about 3D. You think about a lot of things like that. But I would put the gore near at the top of any list as far as brutal signature maneuvers as Rhino and Van Dam go collar and elbow. Rhino's got to be about 280 or so and thick. And not somebody that's going to move anywhere he doesn't want to go.
They came here to see me, not you.
Man, Rhino raining on Rob Van Dam's parade. As Jennifer and Katie Forbes cheer on the outside, Bill Alfonso there as well.
Get him down, Russ.
Rhino protesting that Fonzie's on the apron. That's the only thing Fonzie does. Rhino should consider himself lucky. Rhino wants to fight everybody. Fonzie's got a cheering section. They'll bring more whistles to throw out. All the fun and games is great, but here we go. That's the Fonzie we all remember hearing. Rhino feels that he should have top billing here tonight. And you know what? If he wins this match, I agree with him. Uh-oh. Rhino's had enough of RVD's posing and posturing. Oh, Rhino, the right hand, and Rob Van Dam responds in kind. And now the renewal of one of the budding rivalries in the latter days, land of Extreme, as Rob Van Dam connects with a back kick flush. And oh, RVD was looking to do that taunt at the expense of Rhino, right in his face, and caught a low blow for his troubles.
That's how it's done. No RVD.
There you see Rob's entourage making it all feel better. No time for love and tenderness when Rhino's on the warpath. Alfonso trying to get involved. I don't envy this official. Rob hits the buckle. Rhino charging in, but met the foot. And Rhino a springboard back kick connects. Rob Van Dam, that seamless martial arts style offense, and it may be time for the rolling thunder. Rob Van Dam on top, and Rhino out very quickly. Out of the cover and out of the ring. Rhino, excuse me, not wasting any time. Rob soaking in the moment. We got it that time. And Rhino gonna make Rob pay for it right away. To the outside. A right hand from Rhino feels like getting hit by a tree branch. This guy's so big and intense. Rhino trying to clear out the fans. Look out here. Oh, Rob into the guardrail, and the impact of that shot, I think, dislodged part of the guardrail. Yeah, it came apart. There you see. And Rhino gonna take Van Dam into the people. Look out, Van Dam tumbles over a stretch of chairs. There's no padding here on the ground here at the arena. It has always been unforgiving. And now, these fans that have supported these athletes, their prior brand, and this movement, all these years, no matter where you are in the arena, you're getting up close in person, better than a front row seat, as Van Dam and Rhino battle throughout the Battleground. Our cameras are trying our best to follow them. We are 100% live. Back against one of these back walls here. Follow the sound of the whistle, that might help. See these fans looking on in awe. Cell phones out, capturing this moment. Want to remember this forever. Well, we know where Fonzie is, that's a start. Oh, there you see Rhino. Just hit Van Dam with something. And is celebrating. Rhino mocking Rob Van Dam. Behind this throng of people, and keep in mind, we're sold out. There's no extra room there. There's no empty chairs or open space to brawl around. There is humanity everywhere, every inch of this building. And it's Rhino who's gotten the better of this situation. Back towards that back wall again. Van Dam looking to fight back. Van Dam! Jumping back kick. Caught Rhino unaware. Rhino didn't see that coming at all. Rhino still pressing the advantage. And Rob's entourage has followed him this whole way. I admire their loyalty. Checking after Rob every opportunity they get. Rhino's still throwing things. He's upset. Rob's grabbed a chair, but I'm not sure if he has the wherewithal to even try to use it. Rhino just jabbed it right into the rib cage. Van Dam throwing steel. Boot to the face of Rhino. Rob's just trying to get his bearings here. Shake the cobwebs off, and Rhino's not letting him. On top of the timekeeper table, on with the ring bell. And that bell rung in a very sensitive location on Rob Van Dam, which won't make Katie Forbes happy. Fonzie's still running his mouth. Rob Van Dam thrown back in. Rhino is getting angrier as this matchup goes on. Rhino chasing Alfonso. Fonzie always finds a way to get under the skin of Rob's opponents. Now Fonzie went to grab the leg of Rhino, but I don't think Rhino even felt it. That's how powerful and focused Rhino is on Rob Van Dam right now, who's hung out to dry in the corner. Now, Rhino feels good about himself. He's in a good place with this match. Van Dam in a bad way. Into the buckle, charges through the shoulder. Rhino a methodical pace. The quickness and speed of Van Dam has been moot. Rhino using his raw power, using his strength, just out-muscling Rob every sense of the way. And into the eyes. The old Greco-Roman eye rake won't hurt either. And Rob, if he can't see, obviously he can't defend himself. Can't fly, can't move. Rhino has taken this RVD homecoming and taken away what has made Rob so special, and by design. Nerve hold on the trapezius muscle.
Give it up, Rob! These people don't deserve you, Rob!
Rhino is encouraging RVD to quit, but
shut up!
Man, that's a lofty ask from somebody like Rob Van Dam. RVD looking to psych himself up, find a way out, just slugging away at that thick thigh muscle.
So does your mother!
And Rob caught Rhino with his eye off the ball for a moment. Rhino was thinking about that guy's mother. Oh, Rob blocks the corner, and that amazing flexibility caught Rhino between the eyes. Spinning heel kick connects. Rob Van Dam has done enough to get a reprieve and maybe get his bearings, but can he follow through? Will there be a next? Rob able to shake off Rhino's grasp. Into Gurry. Down and boom, comes back with a back kick. If the first one doesn't get you, the second one often will. Corkscrew leg drop connects. And Rob Van Dam, the trusty weapon of choice, the steel chair, as Rhino, susceptible in the corner. Drew kicks the chair to the face of the man-beast. Rob, split-legged moonsault. Is this enough? No, Rhino gets the shoulder up. Rob came close to a huge win, a huge fall. But you can never underestimate what Rhino is capable of. Corner, reversal. Alfonso just shoved that chair between Van Dam and Rhino. Rhino charged into it and got the worst of it. I'm not so sure that chair didn't hurt Van Dam as well. When the two got sandwiched, I think Van Dam was on the offensive there. Wait a minute. That's Heath. That's Rhino's tag team partner in Impact Wrestling. That's Heath. And there's, oh my God. It's gonna be 2-on-1 at Rob Van Dam, and it's pitch black darkness. What the hell's going on in the arena? He's seen a ghost! Rhino's got the chair! Dominator! Rhino got rocked! And Sabu telling Rob Van Dam to ascend high above! 5-star frog splash! Rob Van Dam the win!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner match, the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam.
Sabu came to save the day when Rhino and Heath looked ready to steal this thing. And one of the most innovative, dynamic, and popular duos in the history of extreme wrestling, back together in the ring again. Rob Van Dam, Sabu, and of course the manager of champions, Bill Alfonso. What a fitting tribute to Extreme this has been. So many legends, so many timeless names, moments, memories, revisited, relived, brought to life here tonight. No question about it. No matter where we go or what we do, the extreme memories and the legacy that was built inside the 2300 arena will live forever. And thanks to Battleground Championship Wrestling, we'll be able to pay tribute each and every year. Ladies and gentlemen, follow Battleground and Icons on social media. Look us up online. March 18th, we are back here live on Fight and at the 2300 Arena for for the rise of a champion, from our past and our legacy to our future unfolding as the first Battleground champion is on the way this March. Ladies and gentlemen, good night from the epicenter of Extreme in South Philadelphia.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Battleground Championship Wrestling, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy everything, because you